Okay, what's going on everybody? Dragonmaster 909 here. Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. Now I think, continuing off our story here, I think in like the hour plays that you could see where people played early, they did a mission with Poppy. I think this is it. So this should be pretty cool.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Hello.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever
Gave her that idea?
This way.
Oh, centaurs.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Maybe.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more
Bit rough.
aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like
Revelio.
something in the water.
I needed that chest.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Revelio! Pelt. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
boy's thirsty.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
So yeah, if you haven't seen any of this, I did watch
Anything
the hourly
interesting?
play, so I know what was coming. But if you haven't, you're in for a nice surprise.
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Yes. A more hushed approach is likely wise.
Nothing to poach in Arranshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble if you ask me. Legs are far too brittle.
I shan't be having none of your nonsense. Leave me like that again and you'll think...
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
How come I always draw the short?
Taking them out nice and easy.
I never get lost, me. Always got me wits about me. You find yourself roaming the land like a little lost lamb, you only need cast your ear to my voice, because I'll know exactly where you are.
Shut up, Booyah.
Blindfold me and I'll still lead you to safety. Skill, that is. What me mother taught me. Proper skill.
They are extremely well Englishly spoken. I love an accent on it. I love it. Try and do this all stealthily. Every other fight I've been in has been... well, fight. Oh, okay. Apparently you're still looking this way. Gotcha!
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself.
Revelio.
What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Collecting all this stuff first. So if you didn't watch the, like I said, you're in for a surprise now.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
Yeah.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
It's true.
One foot in front of the next.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with Trigus Totalis.
That's out. Looks really cool.
Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want.
There's no dollars.
Gotcha. I think we'll fight the rest.
Revelio.
Oh, look at the other animals in the pens as well. A fucking goat.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
Horrible fuckers.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her, shall we?
Sounds fair to me.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Sorry, I'm not choosing to walk around. It's because it's part of the story. There we go.
Hello, Hamura.
Nice.
All right, I have
Dragon
the
egg.
egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Don't think you'll get out of here.
Oh! Nope. Great, thanks. Hop. Who's next then? Oh yeah.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Yeah. Ain't not good. Suck it. Ow.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Akio. This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Suck it. Yeah! I didn't notice that dragon in the cage on the left there. Nice.
Incendio.
Yeah.
This way.
What about the dragon in the other cage though? Aw.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw
Yeah,
us,
true.
which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Very true.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Oh. The next, well, one of the branching story parts we can do is with that goblin that we found, and he went to give the helmet to Ranrock to hopefully get some information for us. Found out that that failed.
Revelio.
So he suggested to meet him and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook, which I thought was, haha, you know, talking a load of nonsense. That's what it means in our language now.
Hello there.
But it turns out it's a real language. So, yeah.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Okay.
Revelio.
So, I will fast travel to where we need to go. So, I will meet you when we're out there.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Okay, so we're nearing the mine. It's up here. Nice.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lord Gok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Yes, of course.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift.
Good freedom.
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Stop getting distracted, pay attention. This game would be amazing, come on.
I feel we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this. Seeing is something else altogether.
Oh, brilliant.
We need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Watch your step round here. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. Watch your step round here.
Patricus Totalis.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Army. You have my word.
Easy peasy. Sorry, I went a bit quiet to focus there, but just trying to think of how I was going to do it. Did not mean to do that.
Get free.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Great. Sorry, Gertrude. Oh.
Let's take a look around, Armeet. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Okay. I like the stealth in this. It's actually done fairly well. Oh. Seems like money isn't that much of an object in this game, which is good.
Someone there? Over here!
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
I like his love and care for other races and languages.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Empty head.
There's a hole in my pocket.
Patricus Totalis.
to fight.
When the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards at last.
Confringo.
What was that?
Accio.
What was that?
I have to stay hidden at this point. Ooh.
Revelio.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us.
Such
Oh, balls.
Arresto momentum.
How is this happening? Let me there you are. Confringo. Best likes of me.
Defaulter.
Expelliarmus.
Easily. Arresto momentum. Stupid. Defaulter.
You think this is funny?
Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
You can fall.
You can't stop us.
Arresto momentum. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
I love that I can just slate spells they've done.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. Another schematic. What are they going to build?
Hoping this will bring
mine
me
is
up
too
and around.
small for whatever it
Oh.
is.
How would I then get up there? Maybe this way will lead us around. If not, it's not a massive loss.
Devil's snare.
Lumos.
Risky stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Oh, there we go.
Lumos.
Ow. Yeah, it looks like it's coming back around.
Petricus totalis.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Somebody there? Hello?
That should be the last of them, Amit.
What did it do? Aha! Oh. Well, that'll bring us round to that little bit then. Oh, and then that would save me having to do the little jumpy thing. Oh, okay, never mind.
Accio.
Where is the bit?
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
You joking me?
Go for it. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Cool.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Oh, good. Sorry, son.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Ah, cool. I'm gonna go upstairs because it seems like that was the correct way. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, or not. Okay, well, I'll meet you back at
We're
Lodgok.
almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can you...
Okay, looks like we're gonna talk to Amit instead.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Ah.
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you.
Hmm.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
Okay.
Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it.
Oh.
She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yeah.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Story twister. That was really cool. Alright. Well,
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
it's catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Can I talk now? Right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think and how you think the story's going so far.
You certainly are a magnificent beast.
You gonna keep interrupting me, motherfucker? But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Sound travels and the ground shakes, and our society has got us on the wild chase.